Hi, it's election day. Welcome. Let's do some yoga. Hopefully, by the time you watch this, the outcome will be decided, and I'm sure it will be exactly what we all want. So that's good. Let's have a comfortable seat. I've got some wisdom to drop before we start working out. I'm sure you'll be enjoying the wisdom. The wisdom is. I was watching this video this week about how to polish shoes. I always thought I knew how to polish shoes. I thought it was fairly straightforward. It turns out I did not know how to polish a shoe. First, when you're polishing a shoe, you're supposed to use nail varnish remover to remove the existing polish. Otherwise, all you do is add like a layer of polish onto a layer of polish. And that is not in fact how to polish a shoe. The way you polish a shoe, you remove the existing polish, and then you add like leather conditioner, and then you add the polish, but you work the polish into the leather. And what that does is it brings out the existing shine in the leather itself. This completely blew my mind. Once I'd spent like $100 on all the different polishes and like had taken the polish off my shoes and added the new polish and like really rubbed it in, I realized like, oh my God, this makes my shoes so much shinier. And there is a metaphor in this, and that is that for many of us, when times are stressful, we will often simply add another layer of polish, right? It's like, I'm gonna grit my teeth and get through this work day. I'm going to polish up my resume, maybe change jobs, change relationships, find a new sport that I'm going to pursue obsessively. And these are all things we've all done. And they're all brilliant for adding that layer of polish. But really, for our to bring out that inner shine, that inner glow in the leather, what we really need to do is kind of, sometimes I think, I'm not saying we need to cover ourselves in nail varnish remover, right? Because that's not what I'm saying. But sometimes we need to remove those layers of polish and get back to that sort of basic, what is this material that I'm made of? And how can I bring out the shine in that? So you're so welcome. You're welcome for my piece of wisdom there. And I'm just going to reflect on that as we go through this probably hour-long yoga practice and just sort of maybe try and bring out the existing shine in our shoe leather. I'm also going to start my Apple Watch because I want to get the credit for this workout. I want to close my damn rings. Right, we're going to begin in a comfortable tabletop position. And because I've been talking a lot, let's really breathe deeply in as we inhale up for our delicious cow pose, and then exhaling over into cat pose. Nice. Inhaling up for cat pose, and exhaling over into cat pose. One more of those, deep breath. And exhale over. Good. Let's come up into a downward dog. Rather than mess around too much, let's just come straight up into that downward dog and just find ourselves arriving in that shape. I'm just pedaling out my feet left and right, and I'm looking down at my hands and making sure I can see the mat in between the fingers. I'm sort of really grounding into this posture because it's going to be the posture we come back to. It's the leather without the polish on it. The downward facing dog. It's the raw material from which we're going to be working. So bringing the ears in between the line of the shoulders and just pedaling out the feet one at a time. Good. And then on the inhale, just rolling forward into plank. Good. And just breathing deeply here. Inhale and exhale. Just build some core strength here. Let's inhale deeply. And exhale and let it go. Build a little heat in the body. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath. And let it go. Good. On the inhale, coming back to downward facing dog. Very nice. I'm just inhaling to raise that right leg up over. And I'm keeping the right toes nice and straight. And then as I exhale, I bring that right knee to the right elbow. Good. And then inhaling to bring it back high behind me. And then exhaling to bring the right knee to the left elbow, or left wrist, in my case. Inhaling to go long. And then inhaling just to come into the chest. Good. And then exhaling just to bring that right leg back along behind us and back into plank. Good. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling. Inhaling back to downward dog. And bring the left leg high behind us. Straighten those toes out. Good. On the exhale, bring that left knee to the left elbow. Inhale long. Left elbow to right. Sorry, right elbow to left knee. Crossing it over, basically. Inhaling long. And then one more into the chest on the exhale. Good. And then inhaling back to a plank pose. Nice one. And then exhaling, just dropping the knees, coming down to the chest and the chin. And inhaling just to rise up, lifting those hands up for baby cobra. Nice. Should be building some heat in the body and coming over into that downward facing dog shape. Nice. Just again, once again, pedaling out. And then slowly walking those feet up into a forward fold. Very nice. Hanging over and grabbing opposite elbows here. Just shaking left and right. And then inhaling to rise up tall. And hands to heart center. Again, if I were a shoe, would I be able to take those layers of polish off? And what would it require to nourish that leather? Of course, I'm a very nice shoe. Perhaps a Manolo Blahnik. I'm a good shoe. It's good material here. Good. Inhaling to rise the arms up overhead and exhaling to fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhaling for that halfway lift and then exhaling to slip the right leg back. Dropping that right knee down, untucking the right toes and really extending that left foot forward just a couple of inches so that when we rise up into vinyasa, we're really stretching out that right thigh. Good. Inhaling really deep into that posture. Slight back bend at the top. And exhaling to frame the front foot. Bring the front foot to the back, down facing dog. Rolling forward on the inhale into plank. And then exhaling either knees, chest and chin. Or chaturanga if you want to. And inhaling for baby cobra or upward dog, whichever you prefer. Exhaling over, downward facing dog. Good. Inhaling. The right leg goes high on the inhale. And exhale, step it through. Drop that left toe, untuck the left knee. Or drop the left knee and untuck the left toe. And inhaling up. Vinyasa. This left thigh should feel a stretch here. So if you need to heel toe that right foot slightly more forward to get more of a stretch, please do so. And inhaling, slight back bend at the top. Exhaling, frame the front foot, bringing the back foot to meet it. Forward fold. Nice. Inhaling for the arms up overhead. And exhaling, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with our intention. Inhaling, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, flat, halfway left, flat back. This time on the exhale, left leg goes back, but keep that left knee lifted and inhale up into a high lunge. Nice. Good. That right knee coming down, maybe slightly further forward if you want to heel toe it. Keep that left heel lifted and then add that slight back bend at the top for a deep inhale. Low belly, mid belly and upper chest. And then take that right arm forward, left arm back, just for that high lunge twist, nice. And then exhale, framing that front foot, bring it to the back, downward facing dog. And then on the inhale, a nice plank pose, good. Again, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. I'm going to take knees, chest and chin, just because I took a bit of an early chaturanga just now. And I feel like giving myself a break. Exhaling over, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step that left leg through. This time we're keeping that right knee lifted. And again, coming up for a high lunge. Keep that right heel lifted as well. Makes it easier to engage the whole right leg. Good. Slight back bend at the top. Inhaling deeply. And on the exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, high lunge twist. Good. Exhale with a cartwheel, framing the front foot, bring the back foot to meet it, forward fold, nice. And then inhaling up all the way to the top. Hands to heart center, reconnecting with our intention. Good. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. And on the exhale, we're going to hop back into a plank pose. So hands down, bend the knees slightly, hop back into a plank. Good, very nice. Take knees, chest and chin there if you want. Or you can take chaturanga.
Up to you. Inhale for upward facing dog and exhale over downward facing dog. Very nice. We're going to hop back the other way if you've got the back strength, or you can walk between the hands. It's up to you. If you are going to hop, just bring those toes to touch. Knees bend slightly on the exhale, and then you can just hop back into forward fold. Good. Arms rise on the inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. Very nice. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. We're going to do that hop again. So on the inhale, hopping back into a plank, and you can have those knees nice and raised up. And then you can exhale to come down, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga once more. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Very, very nice. And again on the inhale, just bringing those toes together. You can walk them between the hands, or you can hop. If you are hopping, exhale completely first, and just hop. Forward fold. Very nice. I'm going to hand here for a moment. So grabbing opposite elbows and just swinging slightly left to right. Just arriving in this nice forward fold shape. That's good. And then inhaling to rise the arms up. And exhaling, hands to heart center. Good. Just looking down at the feet now, making sure that I'm balanced. So I'm not bringing the weight forward, not bringing the weight back. But that balance is extending from the feet all the way up into the crown of the head. And just bring the hands down for a Tadasana pose. Nice. Good. And then on the inhale, arms rise. Just come up onto tiptoes for palm tree. So you're really balancing on those tiptoes. It may require walking around just a touch, but see if you can keep looking up at those hands as you're in that palm tree pose. And then on the exhale, folding forward, dropping down to heels into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step the right leg back. Keep the right knee lifted, right hand down, left arm comes up, low lunge twist. Good. Inhaling deeply. Just imagine someone's giving you a high five on that left hand, so it's really opening up the line of the chest if you can. Good. And then exhaling, framing that front foot, bringing it to the back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rocking forward into plank pose. And this is knees, chest and chin time, or chaturanga time, whichever you're choosing. Inhale, up dog, or baby cobra, and then downward facing dog. There's no right or wrong answer in these flows, so it really is up to you, however you want to take it. Good. And then on the inhale, the right leg goes high. Exhale, right leg steps through. Left arm stays planted. Right arm lifts. Good. That left knee is still lifted off the mat and the heel's raised. But it's as if someone's giving me a high five on the right hand now. Good. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling. Bringing that hand down to the frame of the feet. Bringing the left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. We'll just go the other side. And that will conclude our sun salutation. So inhale to rise up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, left foot goes back this time. Once again. And this time, I'm going to bring my right hand inside the line of the right foot. All right? This is a weird one. But on that, I can open that left arm up to the left side. Good. And then left hand comes down. Right arm goes up into that other low lunge twist we already did. Good. So we're just twisting each way. Bring the right foot to meet the back, downward facing dog. And then inhaling to roll forward into plank. Take knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Upward dog, baby cobra. Downward facing dog. Nice. And then, let's see, what do we do just there? We went that way, so we need the other foot. This time, the left leg goes high, steps it through. Good. Taking that left hand, putting it inside the left foot, and then inhaling to rise the right arm up. Good. Just imagine that. And then exhaling, right arm comes down, right hand comes down, left arm comes up. Good. Final twist. Good. Framing that left foot, bring the right foot to meet it, hanging over and forward fold. Nice. I'm just enjoying that loosening of the hamstrings. I'm feeling quite a lot of sensation in my hamstrings today, which is a good sign, I think. It's a sign that I may be removing some of the polish from the shoe of Matt. Good. Inhaling to rise, arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with our intention. Hopefully it should be warm, should be feeling kind of ready to do some standing series, and then we'll move into it. So inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. This time we're gonna do the same jump we did before to come back into the plank pose. Good. And then come back up into downward facing dog. Very nice. So the hips rising up, the ears in between the line of the shoulders. And we're just arriving in our downward facing dog, which is the basis of our standing series. Nice. Inhale, right leg goes high once again. And this time, step that right foot outside the line of the right hand. Dropping that left knee, coming down into an early lizard pose, yeah? We just open up that right hip. Nice, good, 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 good. Then I'm heel toeing that right foot in between the line of the two hands, and I'm coming up onto that, I'm untucking those left toes and coming up onto that left foot, coming up into warrior two, yeah? So we did that lizard on the right, overlooking the right hand, and then just making sure that the line of the knee is coming out towards that right pinky toe. Really breathing deeply into the pose. So inhale, all the way into that upper chest. And exhaling, can you come more deeply into the pose? Making sure that the shoulders are above the line of the hips. Good. Inhale, another deep breath here. Let's really arrive in warrior two, shall we? One more deep breath. Good, then I'm going to turn that right hand over, flip it up, peaceful warrior, good. Inhaling deeply. Keep the bend in the right knee, if you can, and look up at that right middle finger, good. Inhaling deeply, and exhaling. Inhaling, and on the exhale, bringing the right arm down between the legs, turn the toes in to face each other, wide-legged forward fold, good. So the flat back first on the inhale, and then on the exhale, just bring the head down between, if you can, the legs. So my elbows are coming together. My head is not exactly between my legs by any means, but it's coming in that direction. If I bring a block underneath it, maybe I can get my head onto a block. If I spread the line of the feet, maybe I can get my head to the ground. Oh, I'm so happy with myself. What a joy. There's no winners, no losers. It's not a competition. I'm not giving out prizes, sorry. But just breathe deeply. Inhale and exhale. Good. On the inhale, we're going to come back up, flat back, and then just walk to the front. Very nice. And that enables us to hop that right foot back into downward facing dog. Take a flow here if you want one, or I'll meet you back in downward dog. It's your choice. Again, there's no right answer. We're ending up in downward dog, and then lifting the left leg on the inhale, stepping that left foot outside the line, and untucking the right toes, and giving ourselves another lizard pose here. Again, we're not staying in this lizard for long, but we are just feeling that opening up in the hip. So inhaling and breathing into that stretch. Bringing the left foot, heel toeing it in between the line of the hands, untucking that right toe, coming up onto it, and again, warrior two, other side. Good. Check, is my left knee coming towards the line of my left pinky toe? Are my shoulders above the lines of the hips? And when I breathe in and out, is this challenging? We want it to be challenging. We don't want it to be painful, but we do want to be reminded we're alive, that we're in this moment. One more deep breath. Let's take another deep breath. Really deep breath this time. Good, on the inhale, turning that left hand up. And again, peaceful warrior the other way. Good. Really looking up to that left middle finger. Very nice. Keep that bend in the left foot and just breathe into it. Good. On the exhale, we'll bring that left arm down so we're in wide-legged forward fold on the other side. I'm going to join you this way. And again, inhale for the flat back and exhale to bring that head down. Maybe to a block, maybe to the ground, maybe wherever you want it to be. Keeping those toes pointing inwards and the heels out so we're not overstretching the legs. What we're trying to do is restore some strength and some flexibility. We're not trying to hurt the legs, we're not trying to contort ourselves into ridiculous postures. We're just removing that top layer of polish so we can nourish the leather. Good. Inhale, Halfway lift, flat back once again. And then again, bringing those hands to the front and bringing the back foot to meet the front in a forward fold. Nice. I'm going to hang heavy just for a second. Just releasing that upper back and exhaling over. Good. Inhaling all the way up. Arms overhead, hands to heart center. Take a moment. I'm going to give you 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, arms rise on the upswing, slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward, your most controlled forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hopping back, plank pose. Good. And then inhaling to come back up into downward facing dog. Very, very nice. Good. Left leg goes high on the inhale. And on the exhale, left leg comes through. Again, that lizard pose. Yeah? Good. Now, if you have a blanket and you want to put it under that right knee, you can take it. So I don't have a blanket, but I've got another yoga mat. So I'm just going to stick it underneath my right knee. All right? And the reason for that is that on the inhale, I'm raising that left arm up, just looking over the line there of the right knee. Now, if you want, there's no pressure, you're welcome to grab the leg, but you don't have to. And in fact, for me, that's causing some remarkably pleasant sensations in my right hip. Pleasant being one word for what they are, but really supporting yourself with that right arm and really breathing in as you open that right hip all the way through the line of the chest, inhaling and exhaling, gently releasing that right leg down. Yeah, so that left hip comes back open in the lizard pose. Good, and then again, heel toe in that left foot between the line of the hands, and we'll come up into warrior 2. Nice. I've now got two yoga mats, so I'm just going to get them one out of the way. Good. Warrior 2, and then inhaling over, peaceful warrior. Good. And then exhaling, left elbow to left knee, and inhaling up. And just take a nice extended side angle. So exhaling over. Good. Let's stay in this posture for a moment. So let's take 3 deep breaths. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling, turning that right shoulder open towards the back of the room slightly, yeah? Inhaling, exhaling. Again, that sort of twist that comes really from the upper chest in the extended side angle. And again, inhale deeply. And exhale, good. On this one, I'm going to straighten, I'm bringing the right leg around so that the right foot is facing forward, yeah? So my hips are facing forward. And then I'm going to slightly straighten that left leg and just come over so that I can do head to knee pose or pyramid pose. Yeah, so ideally I want to bring my head to the left knee, but that's not happening because I'm 41 and I wasn't made of elastic. That said, if I inhale deeply, I can exhale slightly more relaxed into that posture. Notice where you feel the stretch the most. And enjoy that sensation of stretch. Inhale once again deeply. And exhale. Good. With control, I'm going to have both feet join at the back of the mat in a downward facing dog. And then I'm going to take a flow if you'd like one. Now's the time to inhale to come forward. If you want to stay in downward dog, we'll meet you there. No problem. Good. Over into downward facing dog. Very nice. Very, very nice. This time on the right leg goes high on the inhale. Right leg steps through outside the right hand. Inhaling up. Very nice. Nice lizard pose. So that right hip's getting a nice stretch. Maybe you're bringing a blanket underneath that left knee. Maybe you're not. Either way is fine. If you are and you want to, you can bring that right arm up on the inhale and you can grab onto the left foot on the exhale. Again, might be releasing some sensations in that left hip. Sensations are fine, pain is not. So you be the judge. You let yourself know whether you're showing off or whether this is simply a bit of a stretch and a bit of expansion of the body. That right shoulder turning out, really opening up in the breath. Good, and with control, releasing that left foot on the exhale, bringing the right foot between the line of the hands and coming up into warrior two. Nice. That wasn't so bad. Nice warrior two shape, good. And then inhaling to flip up. Peaceful warrior. Inhaling deeply. Really breathe in that shape. And then on the exhale, that right hand down to the right knee. Good. The posture we want here on the inhale is really opening up that left shoulder. So it's, again, someone's giving me a little high five on that left hand. That's the idea. But make sure that hip doesn't come up. I have a tendency to do that. So that hip needs to stay down. Good. And then that arm can raise over. Looking up at the left arm, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. One more deep breath. Good. On the exhale, again, setting up for head to knee pose on the right. So that left foot coming back down square, coming a bit further forward, the right foot coming back, straightening the right knee, and then hinging with the hips so that I can come down just to bring my head to the right knee. Again, my head's not going to touch that knee, but when I breathe in to lift, I get a bit more room to lengthen on the exhale. And again. Ah, yes. I feel some polish coming off. Ah. Very nice. And then the left foot's going to join the right foot for a forward fold. Nice. And then I'm going to inhale just to rise up. And I'm going to exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Good, good. All right. So, next one. All right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift. And then exhale to step back into downward facing dog. All right. Just to right and then this downward facing dog here. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And the first thing we're going to do is bring that left leg, no, sorry, bring the right leg high. And step the right leg through between the hands. Yeah? That's good. Okay, we're going to come up into warrior three. So if you need blocks for this, and I like blocks, blocks are my friend. I like to bring the blocks about a foot in front of me. So I bring the weight into the right leg, and that's warrior three. Good. So the chest is opening towards the front of the room. That left foot is flexed. And actually, if I bend the right knee slightly, I get more of a nice bend in the spine. So that lower back is kind of bending up, the foot is coming up, and that allows me to bring the hands up into prayer pose or Superman, whatever you want to do. Good. Inhaling deeply all the way into the upper chest from the low belly. And exhaling. Let's do it again. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, let it go. One more deep breath. Good. On the exhale, bring that left foot to meet the right. Good. And then draw up into chair pose. Oh, yes. I'm so glad we're doing chair pose after warrior three. What a delight. What a perfect posture for this particular moment in the yoga practice. What a joy. If, on the other hand, it is not a joy, you're always welcome to take child's pose. I do not judge you or myself. Whatever you want to do. Good. And then just rise up to Tadasana. Let's just chill out for a minute. Good. Inhaling deeply, all the way from the low belly into the upper chest. Opening the chest towards the front of the room. Good. And on the exhale, with control, gently folding forward at the hips and coming into a forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling, stepping back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, left leg steps through. And again, we'll come into warrior three on the other side. So if you like blocks in front of you, you're welcome to take them. So on the inhale, just rocking forward onto that left knee. If you keep a slight bend in the left knee, it means you can get that slight arching of the back and the right knee flexed, which should mean you can bring the hands to heart center or flex them, whatever you like. No showing off, please. No showing off here. We'll have none of that. Good. Inhaling deeply, low belly into the upper chest. And exhaling. And again. Good. And on the exhale, bringing that right foot to meet the left. And then inhaling up. Chair pose. Oh, yes.
Oh, I was just thinking, what I'd really like to do now is chair pose. Looking down, just making sure I can see the toes. Maybe I can drop deeper into chair pose, good. And then exhaling just to fold forward into forward fold. And relax and enjoy that for a minute. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling. Good. I'm just going to bring my feet hip width apart now. So there's probably 2.5 fist widths between them. And that means I can just gently drop down, bringing the glutes down, perhaps to a block, or perhaps just dropping the ankles down and coming down into yoga squat. Everybody's favourite posture. And a nice relief, I think we'll agree, from some of that madness. Nice. So just opening the hips up. I feel at this point in the practice, to continue the amazing metaphor, we are now we're rubbing the polish into the leather. We're conditioning the leather at this point. So we've done the nail varnish, right, remover. We've got rid of the bad polish, and now we are kind of, nourishing the shoe. I think the only problem with this is that we're not shoes, are we? People don't like to be compared to shoes, even if they're great shoes. We still like to think of ourselves as something better than that. So, oh well, I tried. Inhale deeply, bring the solar plexus up to the thumbs, really get a nice curve in that back. That's nice, good. And then exhale, I'm just bringing the hands in front. I know you can do this one, so we're going to take a crow pose. So keep the gaze forward and just come into crow for 3 breaths. Now you can walk back into a plank from crow, or if you want to try for the extension back into plank from before, like the hop, you can. Either way, do it with control and confidence. Oh yeah, good. And then on the exhale, you can do knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhaling up, and then exhaling over, downward facing dog. This is arriving downward dog for a moment. Very, very nice. I'm just bringing the knees down to the mat. And then I'm going to extend back just for a little bit of a child's pose. Take 3 deep breaths in child's pose. Nice. I'm coming up now, and I'm going to basically, I'm going to land. I'm coming to my belly, right? So the belly is down. I've got the arms kind of flat out in front, so the hands are down, and I can spread the fingers and look in between. The toes are together, and they're not, they're untucked, right? So, and from there, I'm just engaging the core. I'm just going to grip the mat as if I was pulling it towards me a little bit. I'm making sure that the glutes are open, that they're not tense here, and just coming into that Sphinx pose, inhaling deeply, and exhaling. Good. Inhaling deeply, and exhaling. Good. I'm looking over the left leg, left shoulder, and I'm just lifting that left leg up. Good. And then I'm bringing that left leg down, and I'm looking over the right shoulder and bringing that right foot up. Good. I'm just getting familiar with where my legs are. If that sounds strange, I apologise. We're going to come down to the mat. Good. And the first thing we're going to do is we're moving towards bow pose, which some of us have done, some of us haven't. So to do bow pose, we want to make sure that first of all we can lift those legs off the floor and the arms. Nice. Now I'm keeping the core engaged and I'm not crunching that lower back. So it feels like if I wanted to open the arms up, I've got a nice open chest and those feet are raised. There's no crunching in that lower back. It's all very much involving the core. And exhaling just to come down. Good. Now, if you want to take it further, you can, or if you could just do another one of those, that's fine. If you want to come further, then the thing to do is just to reach back and grab hold of the feet. You can grab the outsides of the feet. That's what I prefer to do. Make sure the knees are still coming towards each other. And then on the inhale, just coming up into bow pose. Now, On the inhale and the exhale, you may notice that the diaphragm is sort of rocking you back and forth. And really kick into those hands. Keep the knees coming into each other, but the more you kick into those hands, the more it opens the chest, and the more open the heart becomes. That's great. Inhale and exhale. Should notice that rocking back and forth with the breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale. One more deep inhale. And with control, releasing on the exhale. With control. Nice. Just bringing the head to the hands. Maybe bring the right cheek to the hands. Just take a moment to rest. Definitely one of my favorite postures, this. Good, on the inhale, just raising up again slightly. Now, if you want to go for another bow, you can. Or you can take that earlier version with the just the raise. It's entirely up to you. If you're taking another bow, now's the time to do it. Oh, yes. Fantastic. This is my favorite. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Good. Inhale deeply. Can you get a deeper expression of the pose without going crazy? Because the idea is a nice deep expression, but we don't want to go nuts here. Good. One more deep breath. And with control, releasing on the exhale. Good. Coming back into child's pose, just to take the opposite expression, and take 3 deep breaths there. Again, nourishing our shoe leather. Good. Good. And then just coming up, I'm going to sit here in hero's pose for a moment, just to sort of get my bearings back. I feel very open, very compassionate, which is nice, I imagine. Good. Let's see if we can get some of that cynicism back by the end of the practice. So we've done the bow pose. That was very nice, very pleasant. I think let's just take a cat's pose here, just to kind of take it back in the opposite direction for a moment. That's excellent. Very, very good. And then I'm going to bring the feet down, bringing the legs out for our staff pose. Inhaling to rise the arms up and exhaling to fold forward, hinging at the pelvis, as if that pelvis were a bowl of water and we were tipping that bowl of water out over the legs. Chest stays open to the front. Maybe you're bringing the hands beneath the legs, but the goal is to bring the chest down while still open, yeah? Good. Inhale deeply and exhale. Take 5 breaths here. Good, just coming back up for a second. That's nice. Now, I'm going to recommend an inversion here. I prefer to do a handstand, so I'm going to do that. So I have a wall here, so I can cheat a bit. You could take a headstand if you have that in your practice. You could take legs inverted if you want to do that. But let's find ourselves in an inversion that suits us. So another one is you could come over into plow pose and then up into shoulder stand. Whichever inversion suits you. And we're going to maintain that inversion for 10 breaths. So let's do it. Ah, yes. Definitely showing off here. All right. Okay. 10 breaths in inversion. So maybe you're cheating by using a wall, but are you inverted? That's the main thing. Are the legs above the heart?
coming out of your inversion when you're ready and with control. Good. And then let's just set up for child's pose once again. Just to allow the blood to equalize wherever it wants to in the body. Good. I'm going to come back up. Let's take a spinal twist. So I'm bringing the legs out so that they're across. And then I'm inhaling to rise those arms up overhead. On the exhale, I'm turning first. So all the way from that bottom, all the way up to the top. And then I'm exhaling to come over that left leg. Good. Maybe bringing the head down to the knee. But actually what we want to do is once we're down, we want to open that right shoulder up and bring the right arm over, yeah? So that we have that sort of stretch coming all the way from the right hip, all the way up and over. Maybe you can grab the left foot. Maybe you're feeling particularly flexible today. Maybe not. Breathe. Good, coming back up. Good. And then again, raising the arms up overhead, turning the body all the way first before we stretch it over that right foot. Good. And then open up with the left shoulder. So that left shoulder coming up and bring that left arm over the line of the body. Maybe you can grab for that right foot if you're feeling flexible. Maybe you feel that stretch all the way from that left hip, all the way up the left side. Noticing where the body is stretching, where the body's opening, where there's the twist, where the other side of the body is perhaps compensating for the twist by strengthening the lower abdomen. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. Good. And then one more deep breath to bring the arms back overhead. Okay, this time, bringing that right foot over the left leg. Good. That's right. And then we're going to bring, just trying to get my bearings here. Okay, right hand down, left leg straight, right leg crossed over left leg. Inhale, left arm comes high, and then exhale, left elbow over, I guess, right knee, and then looking back if you choose to, but feeling that deep stretch all the way up and down the spine. Should be feeling it all the way up and down the length of the spine. We're not trying to just turn one bit of the back, we're trying to basically wring out the entire spinal column. So we don't want to break our backs here, obviously, but we want to feel that real benefit. So I sometimes feel this right in that left hip joint, actually. Inhaling and exhaling, maybe for a bit of a deeper twist, a bit more. Good. And then on the exhale, just take a counter twist, bring the hands down the other way. Oh, yes. Good. And then we'll go the other way. So left foot crosses over right. Very nice. Left hand comes down to the mat. Right arm high on the inhale. That's to really lengthen the spine. And then exhale, right arm over, left knee. Maybe strengthening that. The main thing here actually is I try not to rock back. I want to keep that spinal column upright. And then exhale to look back. Inhale. And exhale, looking back. Oh yeah, there's the twist. There's the twist. Inhale. Absolutely amazing what the body's capable of. Inhale. And exhale. Good. On the exhale, I'm just going to take that counter twist the other direction. Oh, yes. Very nice. Good. And then just shaking those feet up. Once again. Nice. Going to come down to the mat. And I'm bringing the soles of the feet to the ground. We'll take bridge pose. I know there's a lot of heart opening happening, but the heart is what really needs to open today. So feet are about a fist width apart. Imagine you're bringing the knees in to grab a block, and then inhale to raise the hips up. Perhaps you can clasp the hands underneath the sacrum, walking the shoulder blades in together, and inhaling just to rise those hips up. Good. We'll take 5 deep breaths. Good. Exhaling with control and dropping down one vertebrae at a time, hugging the knees into the chest. Good. And just come to a rest there for a second. Deep breaths. Good. Bringing the soles of the feet back down. We'll take full wheel if it's in your practice and you want to do it. But if you want to take another bridge pose, you're welcome. If you are taking full wheel, just bringing the hands to rest on the mat besides the head, and making sure that the elbows are coming in to meet each other. And then inhaling to come up to the crown of the head, and then inhaling to come up all the way onto the top of the hands. Good. Commit to a certain number of breaths. So if it's 5, do 5. Just arriving in the posture and really feel that opening. Coming down with control, the same way you went up. And then arriving back down on the back and taking those knees into the chest for that nice recovery posture. Good. Very nice. Once again, bringing the soles of the feet down to the mat. We'll take a spinal twist to the left. So bringing the knees down together to the left. And I use a block underneath my knees just so that I can keep this right elbow and the right shoulder down on the mat and look over that right shoulder. Nice. Very, very good twist. If you want more depth in this one, you can always bring that right sole, the right heel of the right foot behind the left knee, and then you can just bring that right knee more to the ground. That's real nice for just opening up this line of the hip and overlooking the right shoulder. Oh, that's delicious, that stretch. I know I sound like a yoga teacher. I once swore that I would never use the word delicious to describe a stretch. But who knows? Life's full of surprises. One more deep breath. And let it go. Good. Untucking that right leg if you've done it and bringing it over to the other direction. So right knee down to the right. Left elbow, left shoulder down. And again, if you took it that side, you can always bring the left foot underneath the right knee. And then bring that hand to the outside the left knee for a deeper stretch. Again, you should really feel that in the hip there. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Good. Really nice spinal twist this. Inhaling and exhaling. One more deep breath for luck. Good. And then on the inhale, just bringing those knees back up. Let's take a happy baby. Excellent. Oh yes, a fantastic happy baby. Good. Now, it's yogi's choice, so you're welcome to take any posture you'd like to take for the next minute. Please be my guest, or if you're ready, I'll join you in Shavasana. And it's a nice 10-minute Shavasana today, so why not? I'll see you there. Just deepening the breathing, so bringing some attention back into the fingers and toes, and eventually coming to one side in a fetal position. So just roll into the left or the right, but taking your time. Then on an inhale, just pushing up to a closing seat. Ah, yes. Just bringing the eyes to a close, hands to heart center. We'll inhale and exhale. And inhale deeply for Om. Om. Namaste. Sorry about all the shoe metaphors. There's more of this at mattdavisyoga.com if you can stomach it.